Oh, we're talking about body. Oh, go ahead, Brittany.
Oh, no,
go ahead. You've been waiting.
I was just thinking because...
I'll give you 2 minutes.
no, I'm good. I feel like it would just be probably, for the viewers and everybody out there, I feel like it would be interesting to hear everyone's perspective on how they feel about the 100th episode and sitting with Andrew Tate and like really kind of seeing how his energy is in person. Because a lot of people are most likely never going to meet him. Yeah. So I feel like we all got a chance to kind of...
Yeah, that's a good idea, Brittany.
I don't know.
So, Brittany, why don't you start? What did you think?
Miss Brittany.
I felt like he was really polite in person. I didn't expect him to be, like you said, so smiley, very warm. And I will say that I do feel like he is very pretty grounded. He is fair. There were just things, obviously, I just don't agree with about the being agreeable to the point of where it's not your own identity. But I also understood where he was coming from. I understood the perspective. I don't agree. But no, I felt like he was like so different in person. And I feel like that's why you can't really judge people based on that. He was just different. I don't know. Am I tripping? Did you guys feel that way?
No.
Go, Denava, why don't you... 45 seconds.
I liked him a lot. I remember when he got cancelled, I said, the only problem with this guy is the fact that he's exposing certain truths and not providing a solution to those who are suffering from it. That's it. Other than that, listen, he's better looking in person. Yes. Yes, I tried to hate on him. He's better looking in person. He's smiley. He's friendly. He's got high energy. He's a good Sagittarius. Sunshine in human form. He's actually quite cool. I liked him.
He is.
Yeah, I feel like he was a straight talker. And you know what? I really rate the way he speaks. He really knows how to speak. Like, it will add context and then he'll make his point. I think it takes a lot of talent to do that. And you can tell he's been doing it for a long time. So I have to respect that in him. Obviously, I didn't agree completely with a lot of stuff you were saying because I feel like he was a bit one-sided, where he was talking about what men wants and he wasn't really talking about how to make women happy. But I appreciated that he was also giving us a perspective of a lot of men out there. Yeah. So I did appreciate that. But I just wish we could, like, explore more about what women want, really.
But I just think that society is always talking about what women want. Set the timer. I just feel like society's always talking about what women want. And whenever we talk about what men want, like, we always need to have a response. And it's like, why can't we just let the men talk for a second? Because, like, there's Steve Harvey, like, talks about what women want all the time. There's a million different shows. As for Andrew Tate, I was actually so nervous. I don't know why. Like, I was...
Yo, ciao.
What?
I was too.
I was...
This whole day.
I was... I kind of think I was a little quieter because I was like, I'm just, like, nervous. I don't know why. But he was so nice. It was really nice. If a lot of people don't know, we were supposed to go to... all of us were supposed to go to Dubai. My passport expires within 6 months, so we couldn't actually, like, I couldn't get in the country. So he actually came to us, which I thought was really, like, kind of him to come, like, fly all the way here. But yeah, he was really nice. I was really nervous, but overall, I already liked him before. I didn't like him the first time I saw him. If you see my very first reaction to him, I was actually mean because he had a cheating party. And I was like, what is this cheating party? It was like he would invite all his girlfriends over at the same time, where, like, all the girls he would cheat with, and, like, they would just go to the same party. And it was kind of funny, but I was like, what? Why would you do that? But I didn't understand what. But now that I understand his worldview a little bit more, I was like, oh, well, that's why.
Yeah. He was very... from the stuff he was saying, like, beforehand, from watching Kevin Samuels with Pearl, it opened up my view on, like, actually listening to people or listening to what these men are saying instead of just taking a clip and taking for how these people are clipping it and wanting to get their agenda across, but actually, like, listening to them. And I, like, sat down and, like, actually listened to some of the stuff that he said beforehand. So I was like, what he is saying is not crazy. It's the way he's saying it, and people, people and a lot of women don't like the way that he is saying it because it's very, like, raw, like, this is it, this is how I'm gonna say it, I don't care if you don't like the way I'm saying it, I'm gonna say it this way. And I feel like a lot of people don't like it like that, but it's like if you get past what he's like, how he's saying it, and listen to actually what he is saying, it's like, oh, okay, it's not as outrageous as people make it out to be.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's why I actually purposely didn't really go and look at his content, because I was like, I want to see who he actually is and what his energy is actually saying, because I understand the same way that people say, oh, you clickbaited, you edited this way to make me look worse, is the same way that it happens to him. And realistically, he was way more balanced and actually a lot more kind of calming in his presence than what it actually seems online. I'm not gonna lie, he spoke sense. There was a lot of balance in what he said, and you know, I know people were expecting me to clash with him, and I didn't. He was cool. I liked him. It was funny. He had a bit of banter as well with his clementines and stuff. He's
I think the only thing I didn't agree with was like him talking about a man will cheat, like women are delusional. Like, I think that's not a good message.
If they have the opportunity to, they will. If they have like the
It's okay. I'll give you an example. Even a good man would have a hard time being in Tiger Woods' positions. Having a bus full of models waiting for him that are trying to fuck him every single day. It's like, even a good, like my dad, I'll give you, he's top 1%, doesn't cheat. But my dad doesn't have social media, and he doesn't have beautiful models waiting for him every day after work. I think that would be hard for even a good man to say no to. Like, even my dad, if he was in a position where beautiful women are trying to do that every single day, that's hard. That's really hard for a guy.
Women get approached as well. In fact, women get approached way more than men.
True. But it's not usually by men you want. I would also argue that it would be hard for a woman to stay faithful if every day she was approached by high value men.
That's true.
So, like, you've been in that position. It's if every day you're getting messages from like the top men in society, I think that's hard for women to turn down. We're hypergamous.